So, what is generative AI? Now, it's basically almost like a game. It really is just what is the next word in this sentence. If I said to you, I am, you could say, well, a decent word to finish that sentence would be happy or tired. Those are decent words, but wallpaper isn't. Now, when a Gen AI program, this is ChatGPT, and trust me, this is all it's doing. It gets the sentence, the partial sentence, and then it looks at every single word in the English lexicon, and it actually gives percentages for each of them, and then it'll put that word in accordingly. So it's a probabilistic system. That's why you get a bit of rubbish out. That's why if you ask the same question twice, you'll get the same overall feeling to the answer, and you can change the feeling of these chatbots, but it won't be exactly the same because it puts it into context. So it really is amazing. And that's all it's doing. It's guessing the next word, then it's putting it into context with everything, and then it's perfecting it, if you like. So we taught it, but then it started experimenting by itself. The sentence, Eamon Darcy has won the 100 meters at the Olympic Games, has never, ever, 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 ever been said, unless there's another Eamon Darcy who's done it. But in the AI world, that's as good a sentence as anything else. And so it reflects on it and sees it comes up with new things, and it's amazing. Like if you ask it to do a complete marketing plan, and I know some of you guys will know this, it'll do it automatically. And the beauty of it is that we can do the same thing for art, video, music, and animation. It's amazing what we can do with art. I wish I had the time to show you Mid-Journey, although art is built into ChatGPT as well with DALL-E 3, which I get tremendous results out of. All of these images that you see on the slide presentation, I've done myself, which I never would have been able to do. And the beautiful thing is you get it to do it, and then you say, oh, give me 20 more. And it'll just do it one by one. Whereas if you said that to a graphic designer, they would never speak to you again, quite rightly so. So it is just amazing. One thing, the third point down, this all comes back to AI has been going since the 1940s, neural networks trying to create parameters that equals a synapse. A thought, an idea is a billion permutations of synapse, some partially released, some totally fired. And these great big huge combination we're trying to simulate in what's called the LLM, which is training it. It's all down to training. In general, ChatGPT is trained on every word that's ever been published, like the works of Shakespeare, Galileo, etc. We're going to show you now how we can use ChatGPT to be focused on your business and all your business practices. And that is very, very powerful. So we'll be showing you that. So the advantages are 24/7 assistance, language translation, up to 60 languages. You'll love this one. And I know you're all doing it, you in real estate, the generation of property descriptions. I haven't got time to show you. What gives me kicks is to go on the net, get hold of a property description, copy it, put it into ChatGPT, and tell ChatGPT to refine it, give it personality, make it more punchy. You can dictate how the personality of ChatGPT. So it's great. Training, it's unbelievable for. You can set up a chatbot to train someone. Rather like in education, children are now going to be taught by chatbots very soon. Harvard University are doing, you'll see a slide I've got later, is now going to be teaching, a chatbot's going to be taking advanced PhD students. It's all beginning. We're in a wonderful time. We truly are. In the promotional world, it offers virtual staging of homes to enhance online listings. You can enhance photographs and do voiceovers dead easy. There's a program called 11 Labs. Some of you will have heard about it. Log on there and have a look at what they're doing. But to do a voiceover is really, really easy. I'm just checking time. I'm very, I go down different paths. Visual concepts and social media engagement. It's absolutely wonderful. So, and I mean, look at this image here. It's not David Beckham. And I've used this for a number of my in fact, all of my presentations on AI. I just said, the point I was making is that small business has to embrace AI and chatbots rather than be scared of them. And I just typed it in once and this came out, which I've used in many ways. But it's wonderful. Somebody told me it was rude, and that upset me greatly. I hope I haven't offended anybody, because that was not the intent. And where's all this going, as I was saying before? Well, it's really going into AQ. So you're going to be hearing a lot more about AQ. When people talk to you about AI, you can be really clever and say, oh, I'm more into AQ. AQ is AI plus quantum computing. Quantum computers are going to change everything in this with AI, because it literally does certain processes 3.5 million times quicker than the fastest computers we have today, that run the whole internet, that do 2 quintillion operations a second. Quantum computers are millions of times quicker. When you use an ATM, as you can see on the right, I hope you feel safe, because you should do. It's encrypted by something called RSA. And if I got that transaction when you take money out and you have to enter your PIN, I could take the transaction, give it to the best team of Eastern European hackers in the world, working on 100 connected supercomputers, and it would still take 3,500 million years to actually get your PIN. So you're safe as houses. A fully functional quantum computer can get it within 6 seconds. Have a look at post-quantum cryptography, because soon we may not have an internet. Okay, quantum computers, this is Jeff Bezos. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's going to change everything. And it is, what is a virtual drone? Okay, so enough of me talking. I'm going to show you a drone I made yesterday of the WACA in WA. That's the WA Cricket Association, whatever it is, ground. And it's really fantastic. The reason being the Google, and this is, sorry, I should say, the virtual drones, we're using Google Earth Studio. So the same Google, all the photographs that are doing the maps and everything, and Google Earth, this allows us to manipulate it and animate it. And they haven't done the whole world in 3D yet, but the major CBDs they have and a few suburbs they have. So, but the 2-dimensional ones are still great, but the 3-dimensional ones, well, they're like this. I just love seeing that. And that is the 3D. What I'll do now is show you the 2D, and I'll show you, for privacy reasons, I've not chosen houses, but I'm going to be showing you um, parts of South Perth. So I'll be jumping from one to the other. It's basically to show you how you make, as you always do, you have a number of properties you want to show a client. You may have 6 in that area that they may be interested in. Doesn't matter if they're not in that area. Just means a little bit of a further fly. But let's have a look at how that all works.